Good morning. It has stopped raining. Give my shoes a chance to dry out from last night's dog walk. Look at that blue sky all around. It's going to be a lovely week. What do you think, Finn? Is this nicer weather? Good boy. It's absolutely beautiful weather outside and I'm stuck in here, sanding and filling yet again. Hopefully not too much more to do though, before I can give a coat of paint on these whole walls, and then hopefully I'm out in the garden doing some trimming. I'm glad that's finished. Need a breather outside, get some fresh air. We're going to see what Steve's doing. What are you doing?
Hello. I'm tinkering with something I know nothing about, but how cool is it? It's been stored for ages, covered in dust and rubbish. I've cleaned it off and already it looks good just for dusting off. It might take some to get it working, but I was going to start taking a few bits off, just cleaning it up, because what I'm excited about the most is the plug on it. And when you plug it in,
Oh,
it lights up. You can't really see it in this daylight, but it looks really stylish. Right, that looks a bit cheesy.
yeah. That's not original though, is it?
I don't think so. I've been on the internet, I had a quick look, and it's a 70s Atari Rubis II, and they didn't make that many, maybe for a good reason, but this, you press
It's
this.
got recorded.
It's got some, I'm dying to look and see what there is there. That clicks like, I don't know, it's operating something when you press that, so I need to research that. And this moves up and down, so there's a chance it might work, this. That's all it does. Oh, and it lights up and looks pretty.
Okay.
What I am good at is cleaning these sort of things up, but electronics are not my thing, as you know, so we'll be going on the internet a lot and looking. We've no keys for these locks, so I'll have to try and undo them somehow nicely.
Okay. Are there any names of
Records.
records?
Oh, let's have a look. Cyndi Lauper.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Where's that one?
but I don't know. Check.
Okay. Jimmy Somerville.
Bryan Adams.
Also
A lot of French stuff, obviously, with
Sting. Yeah.
Roxette. Nirvana.
Oh, it's definitely been played then fairly
Recently.
recently.
What, 30 years ago?
Okay, that's 30 years ago.
I don't know what the most recent one is on here.
And you think it's from the 70s?
It's 70s. I've had a quick look, and it's 1976, I think it is.
It certainly
But
looks
that's
70s.
They didn't make a lot of them. It's an Atari thing, so it's quite cool. It's
Okay.
Atari, but I'm quite sure that I'd have had some kind of a Atari symbol or something in. There's a couple of different patterned ones I've seen, which look cool, but I don't like that at all.
Okay, see if we can get it working. Oh, it's definitely French then. Have you seen
Franks,
the
yeah.
Franks?
I mean, these don't do anything. That's the only thing. When you press them, they don't feel like they. But then maybe there's a way of selecting free play or.
Okay. Good
Lights
luck.
up. It lights up. That's got to
Good
be
luck.
something. I mean, there's always the chance I've seen online that you can actually put a Bluetooth thing, speaker, Alexa type thing in. So you get the look, and then you've got the Alexa thing or whatever it is, your Bluetooth playing through it like it's actually working. So, because it is decorative as much as
It's going to be great for the
for our games room.
games room.
Missing a little bit of trim there, which might be a bit awkward to get, but yeah.
Well, I hadn't noticed that until you pointed it out. So
No, yeah.
what's round the back?
Just that's metal, nice and heavy for picking it up. I've got to try and get these undone to pull that out. I don't know what that'll show me, but if I just clean everything, I think it's a start, isn't it?
Okay. He's definitely in tinkering mode, I think.
There's a number on the back, but 946.
I've just seen that. That's like a serial number, I guess.
See, that means that this is the 946 one.
I will do some research.
Alright, I'll take some bits off and clean and feel like I've done something, and then you see what you can find on the internet.
Okay, we'll do.
And then we'll have a meeting. So this back, 2 locks, steel, and there's handles there for lifting it up and down for moving the thing, so it's pretty robust. I haven't got a key, but yes, they're not that high security at the locks. One other interesting thing about it, you've got the power cord comes out. You've also got this. It's like a remote. I guess that's volume for behind the bar in the cafe or the bar or whatever. They can turn it up and down without taking the front off. I don't know if that's like reject or...
It's got quite a long cable.
It has got a long cable. I haven't heard anything functioning there when I do this, but...
Okay.
It's all a bit nicotine-y and smelly.
Yeah, so it's rejecting the coin every time, therefore not allowing us to
There must be a way of doing
select anything.
free play though. You can usually, these things like pool tables and such, you can set it to free, can't you?
You can.
Well, have a look at that. That actually, it's got a lever.
Yeah.
I shouldn't perhaps touch stuff while it's switched on. There's a lever here. In fact, that's got a handle. Oh,
Ah.
so that
Oh yeah, there's definitely
wires there.
2 wires.
Well, that obviously comes out for servicing. Is that a plug at end of it then? No, it's well. Oh yeah, it is. There's a plug at end, so you could unplug that.
Okay.
Oh, there's still that. I don't put my hand in while it's
No.
switched on. I've been cleaning with vac, but I've obviously got to take more bits off. So this here, this frame has 2 thumb screws. I'll just undo, so that's easy. Oops, I'll lose that. That'll give me more room to get in. There's going to be a few bits that should come off fairly easily.
Ah.
Good stay there, it's horrible, isn't it? But
Yeah.
the frame's good, it's all chrome, so it'll clean up, I think.
Oh, look at that.
Scrap copper. So where did that go? Oh, it's here.
Oh, look at the dust and everything.
But I cleaned the bulbs, I've already cleaned them, they've come up alright, so it lights up a bit better, but it's stainless plastic. So that would send light, oh maybe not. Oh yeah, down behind that, which there must be a speaker behind there. So I have some screws to take out of that, and that can come out. I'll try and get that off, that must be just a couple of screws. And then at least I can clean stuff.
Okay. Very good. Keep going.
It's a bit of a Chinese puzzle as to how you get it out. It's perspex, so it's flexible, but you see that? That's meant to let light through. It'll clean up though.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine.
What are you taking off now?
Well, that doesn't look like it's even held on with them screws, but this looks like it's just a couple of screws. All easy to undo. I'd expect it to be really stiff. Yeah, it's just 2 screws, is that one? How many people have kicked this when the record hasn't played?
Oh. Okay.
It should.
What is it?
I don't know if that's chrome, it's a bit rusty there. Can't do much about that, just clean it, really. I think it's been sprayed, I think it was chrome and somebody sprayed, that's chrome. And somebody sprayed it black, so I suppose we could always clean it up and spray it black again.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
why
look at that.
I
Wow.
managed to get a bit with vac, but that's just horrible.
Yuck.
These are up there. That's coming off there. It's not even screwed on. Look.
Oh,
Look.
is it broken away?
Yeah. Maybe it's got a bit of moisture. It's only chipboard, so. That way.
Have we found the box for the money yet?
Yeah. I have.
Are we rich in francs?
I'll tell you what was in it.
What?
It's here.
Oh.
I've just shoved it back on.
Oh.
The lock I had to chew out a little bit.
Ooh.
It's rather disappointing. Just cobwebs.
Oh, just cobwebs. Never mind.
But I know I can clean it up and make it look reasonable, but it's just and it does work to a certain extent. Oh, that's something else I found that's interesting. They're like bulb holders, so they'd have had like little pushing twist bulbs,
You can focus on that.
right? Which then, as it travels up and down, they must be set in the position. Let me just shut this. That when you've selected whatever record, it must illuminate, because there's two bulbs, it must just illuminate the numbers,
Ah, that's
I guess,
clever.
that you've picked.
Okay. Do we know what bulbs they are?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
There must be somewhere an old manual or
Well, the internet's good for that
operating
sort of stuff.
instructions on this. So
If I just clean it, do
you
mine.
clean. I'm gonna go
You investigate.
investigate. Okay. All right.
Now I can get that off there.
I've managed to find some brilliant information, including a photo of what our jukebox would have looked like when brand new. There's lots of documents also here, including an operating manual and something that's really good for us, a full technical document with all the wiring diagrams. Now, unfortunately, it's all in French and a rather large 33 pages. Oh well, it will keep you busy for a while.
Supervox, I don't know if that's a good make or one speaker. No damp or tears or anything, so it should work. We can test it inside, we can test it on our. I'm fine. It means I can get to grips with that and give it a decent clean now. Shall we just go inside and try this?
Yeah, try it.
Works. Just disconnecting our speakers in the lounge. The cable that runs over to us. There we go. Just to test this speaker. It works. I expected it to. I expected it to work because it's in real. I think you get a brush off, but there's no tear. Usually, kind of the torn or the damp and mouldy, and that's pristine, is that?
That's one thing that works.
Yeah, it's not the biggest speaker, is it, for a jukebox? That's the only speaker in there, and it's not like something's been taken out. It's the one and only. So, okay.
Time to paint.
The paint was flaking away anyway. I'm not sure if it was meant to be bare metal. It's not chrome. I don't think it's chrome. But the paint was a mess and there was some rusting on it, so it's not aluminium. So I think we're just going to clean it back to metal. Well, I've done a bit here. I think it looks all right. You don't really see it that close anyway, because it's on the bottom of the unit. So I just clean a bit more off, see what it looks like.
Sounds good.
Okay, after cleaning up most of the bits that I understand, it's been time to put things back together. This panel here, you can just see I've just screwed it back on now, which houses the speaker. It was pretty bad on the bottom. The casters had dipped. I wish I'd left it off to show you really, but where it had, I don't know if it had been flooded the bar or something, but obviously moisture had got in and rotted the bottom of the chip. It's only chipboard, so it's never really good. So I've made some timber and reinforced it. I wish I'd, like I said, I wish I'd left this off to show you, but it's glued in. It's really good now. It feels like you could stand on it, whereas before it was dipping all over the place. So now it's this final assembly of these fairly simple bits. Just 2 screws to hold that in. The coloured light box thingy, it's 4 screws. We've cleaned that up. It's come up reasonably well. Which will cast an orange light, a red light, sorry, down through there, I'm hoping. So yeah, we can put some of these bits back on now and show you when they're done. So, day 2 of Atari Rubis Jukebox renovation. We're at a bit of a sticking point with the mechanics, so I've decided to think a bit more about that, and I'm concentrate my efforts on this mess down here. It's chipboard, it's a mess, it's been damaged here. This is Formica. This is obviously a teak effect Formica, that's black. I haven't got these, they're very difficult to get, so I'm looking at different options. And my idea at the minute is to try and cut out a section here, fit a piece of, well, just any timber in there, then router it so that this can go on flush. Either this or I've got this aluminium effect stuff here. I'm not sure which is going to be the best, but I've got a couple of options there. So it's one or the other, which will then fit to around about there, and this area, and the one at the bottom, I'll just fill it with a 2-pack wood filler and paint it black. Because structurally it's sound now. We've repaired all that chassis and the casters are right, it feels rigid, it rolls about nice, but it's just the aesthetics here that need dealing with. And the only thing I have just noticed is pulling and poking about, this isn't screwed to this board. This panel is not screwed, it's got these in, so I'm having to dig these out before I start trying to run a router along that edge. I think there's another one here. Yeah, there, look. That's the other one. I want to get out. And they're rusty, and this has gone like Weetabix, so clearly it's been in some water, maybe flooded at some time or in the building it's been in. So there, that's the next stage.
All painted. Let's go see what Steve's doing outside. Hello, Finn. So you might be wondering why we've cut off the access to the staircase, and that is quite simply because we've got quite a bit of work to do on the stairs, and I think it's going to create so much dust, and we don't want it going into the nice new lounge. So just a bit of plasterboard, bit of framing, and hopefully it should keep some of the dust out. So to access downstairs, we've now got to go the long way around. So this is the plasterboard that was just on the other side of, and I think Steve is there now. Yeah, there he is. Back round again. Now we've got this lovely new white hallway. We have a space for something that we bought quite a while ago. I'll show you what it is. Now, if you've been watching our channel since the beginning, you'll remember when we first moved down here, we attended an online auction, and these shelves are something that we bought then. And we finally got the place to put them up. Steve's just gone outside now to get some tools and we can start.
So I think that was the other way up. So you're back there, so. Ooh.
No, that.
Right.
Oh, not sure actually.
No,
Oh.
that's better. Isn't it?
Yeah. So this is the wrong way up.
Yeah, that's it. Screws got at bottom of the bracket.
I'm twizzling.
Right, now standing next to that one though, because one goes in the middle. That's at the same height.
That's that one. That's that one. And that's that one.
Yeah.
So that one must be.
Do they share them then?
No.
Just a tiny bit off that line. I love it. Polished alley, really good quality. 1970s. Don't know if it was a short fitting or not. We've got bits to go on it that we've had packed away for ages. But we want to add a few different bits of something, a bit of colour. Got white walls everywhere. A nice chair, got two of these. So I don't know, we're going to go to the Vigronia flea market this weekend. Got some spending pennies, see if we can find something interesting to put on it. Some more shelves to dust. Oh God.
They're in a bit of a, well, they're not probably in the places where they're going to stay height-wise.
No.
Because we have got a sideboard that is going to live underneath when
I finish making
when Steve has finished making it. Hopefully will be done on his next trip north. There is also, sorry darling, can I just move you out of the way? Where that light is.
More pressure.
More pressure for Steve, yeah, because he's making a piece of wall art, yeah, to go there.
Watch this space.
Watch this space, don't know when that'll be ready for.
It's totally
But
ready.
there we go.
I'm really pleased with the shelves. Really
Good.
pleased.
Me too, I think they look great. Let us know what you think. Now you might remember that we are currently awaiting a decision on a planning application. Now we've been asked by the Mayor's office just to do a few more drawings. So in between watching the Olympics yesterday, Steve got his drawings set out and has done these. What we're applying for, so that's the south elevation of our house. We're wanting 18 solar panels here. We're wanting the window by the staircase making a bit bigger, and the window in the games room, we're wanting to change that into a pair of double doors. So we've got 1, 2, 3 drawings here, and we're just about to take them up to the Mayor's office and hopefully this should be all they need for a decision. A quick 5-minute drive up into the village of Bormes, and we're at the planning office. Wish us luck.
All dropped off with the lady, the nice lady. Hopefully we should hear something in a week. Should be alright.
Fingers crossed.
Alright. It's cool, isn't it? Looks good at the bottom.
Yeah, it does actually. The jukebox is now where it's going to live, down in the games room. Steve's done a wonderful job of cleaning it all up. We have lights, and we also have a little bit of action.
So we've got it, the carriage going up and down, but we've got to manually select. The keypad isn't working for whatever reason. So you can see it doesn't quite drop in as it should. And I don't know why. It's like it's just too tight, but it's something we can have a play around with. I'm just pleased that we know all this works. It just needs setting up, adjustment. And obviously we know we need 2 cartridges in this, one for the A side and one for the B side. But quite pleased with that. There we are, that's as far as we've got. We're pleased with all the progress we've made. Looks lovely. Mechanics are kind of getting there, but it is still a work in progress. So we're going to have to continue with that at a later date.